Hey guys, welcome to the Redesign with Prima Facebook group. I am Leah and I am the owner of Leah Noell Design Co and a brand ambassador here at Redesign. And I come live every Tuesday at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time to do a craft with you. Sometimes we work on furniture, but lately we've been doing some fun small crafts, which I really enjoy. And I try to do something that, I try to choose things when it's possible that you can actually like go out and purchase. So, you know, things from Walmart, things from, you know, Michael's, Target dollar section, those types of things. So if you want to do this, you can. So what I'm doing today is I am actually going to put transfers on these boots. Now, these are, I need to turn this light down. Whew, I'm like blinded. So these are actually for my daughter. I can't believe I'm saying that. They look huge. These are size 4. These are from Walmart. They were white. I was actually going to put the transfers just over the white, but she wanted them purple. And they were $20 at Walmart. And we're going to make them look like something from a Facebook ad. So here's the thing. Have you guys ever ordered like sweatpants, which I recently did, like workout clothes or dresses, or, you know, you ordered something from a Facebook ad and it came in and you're like, what in the world did I order? What in the world did I order? Like, anyone want to say like, me too? Because I do that all the time. And so I've been seeing like cute boots on Facebook ads. And so I'm like, I bet I can paint them and put some transfers on them and make them look better than whatever would come from a Facebook ad. So here we are. All right, so I had my daughter pick out a couple transfers, and she picked out, she basically just said, yeah, whatever's on the table is fine. So she doesn't care, she's 10. So so we're gonna use transfer scraps today again. This is from an older transfer. I don't have the packing still. It came with another thing called Free Spirit, okay? And this one says Gypsies. And I used the Free Spirit one, and I never used this one. So I'm considering using some of this. I also have some florals from Cosmic Roses. I really like to do my crafts with scraps instead of pulling out a new transfer. I feel like it just makes more sense. I have this really pretty flower from Lush Floral. Okay, I have some butterflies. I don't think she's into butterflies, so I was just going to pick through here and see if I have any good flowers. But basically, when I buy transfers, I have a whole box of transfer scraps. And if you guys have been following along each week, we use transfer scraps because we want to use this stuff up. I also have some other big ones from Lush Floral. These flowers I probably won't use on furniture, so these might actually be cute going across the back, right? What do we think? So I'd love to get your input. I'm thinking even like these on the back of the boot, right? Because I have 2 of them. Or I have this blue one, but the blue one's a little too big. She likes purple, so she was like really going down this like tomboy phase, and she wanted me to paint her room black, and I'm like, I'm not painting your room black, but I'll paint it this color. I'll paint it like super rich plum purple. And now all of a sudden she loves purple and pink. So mom save on that one. So let me just pull some flowers. You guys can give me your input. I'm thinking maybe these on the back of the boot, or even these might be better because they're smaller and you'll be able to see them more. I'm thinking these. I'm thinking this is going to size better on the back of the boot. I will come up and look at comments in just a moment. I'm just going to pull a couple more flowers. There's some blue ones in here I liked. I'm going to keep my color scheme pretty simple. And I'm going to also tell you guys how I got to where I'm at, to where we're able to put transfers on them. So let me do that. Let me just... Hi, Debbie. Hi, Renee. Okay, so Roz is going to be here. I actually need to get some better Wi-Fi in my shop so that I can read comments. But Roz is going to be here, and she'll help answer comments so I can just kind of get through this with you guys and show you something cool without having to stop and check. So, well, I still will have to stop and check, so I want your opinion. But I'm thinking this is going to be, the rose is going to be better than this. What do you guys think? This will cover the whole back. This will just cover a good spot, and then I can rub more transfers on. Let me bring this a little closer. Isn't that cool? So I'm thinking the rose. I'm thinking the rose fits better. So we're gonna go with the rose. If you guys are having trouble commenting, sometimes it's due because you're on my page, Leah Noell Design Co, and I don't see the comments. If you guys go in the Redesign with Prima group, you should be able to comment and all the things. So what I've done so far is I sanded. If you guys follow my Insta stories, my Instagram or Facebook stories, I do a lot of my prep work and a lot of like behind the scenes stuff in there. So if you don't, please follow it at Leah Noell Design Co. And I showed last night my daughter, I just had her scuff sand them. I don't think it even really did anything for them, but I just scuff sanded a little bit of the shine off the boot. And then I was gonna go right on with chalk paint, but since it's a non-porous surface, I did go ahead and put a coat of Slick Stick, and I linked this above. This is Dixie Belle Slick Stick. It's great for glass. It's great for tile. It's great for like shoes, you know, anything slick. So I just went ahead and put a coat on because it was easy and fast and easy and fast. So that's why I did that. And it's also gonna just give it a better bond. The next thing I did was I painted. I used amethyst, and then I used apricot with a little soft pink, and I just kind of blended the boot, okay? Just kind of did a little blendy blend, blendy blend, blend. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with rubbing the transfers on, and then we'll do a little designing. So the first thing I know I wanna do is I wanna add this flower here. And I kind of will make them both different, but that'll be the thing that's like unique and the same about both of them. So can you guys see the shoe? Okay, I'm gonna bend this down so that you can see the table better. Rose, everyone's saying rose. We're gonna go with rose. Thank you, Erin. Thanks, Debbie. Thanks for the input. Okay, so I have my transfer tools. This is a transfer tool. I actually really like the stick. I use them both, but I feel like I always fall back to the stick that just comes with the transfers. Okay, so I just tried to put it center. I'm gonna try and just do one side here. Can you guys see okay? If you can see okay, just hit the heart button. I can see hearts better than comments. I can see hearts. If you can see okay. All right, thank you. We can see okay. All right, so I'm gonna actually just kind of almost have to do one side and then the other. So it's clinging really well. It's going on easy on the flatter surface, but this will probably be the hardest curve. Oh, yeah. Just gonna hold this close. Okay, so the transfer attaches to, I like the amount of adhesive that these transfers come with. I feel like when I'm doing items like shoes like this, I feel like it grabs it nicely, nice and easy. So it kind of looks like a deformed rose, but once we do the whole thing, it's gonna look cool. So that's what we have so far. Okay, it looks, I don't know, looks like a rose. Looks like a rose. Okay, so we have that one there. I'm glad we didn't do the big one because the big one would have been hard. And around the toes and stuff are probably gonna be easier. Then I'm thinking, since this turned out kind of like this, it's a little crinkly. I'm thinking adding some leaves might add some interest and make that look a little bit more, a little cleaner. All right, so same thing again. And I feel like I always say this, I don't ever go for perfection. My stuff usually turns out pretty good. But I feel like when you go for perfection is when you make mistakes. Or when you just get so frustrated and then you never want to do it again. So I don't ever go for perfection with this. Everything I do is hand painted, hand done. So, but I'll tell you what, it's going to look 1,000 times better than if it came from wish.com. You think I would like learn my lesson on not buying things from like those ads, but I mean, like every 6 months I do it. It's like clockwork. Like, I bet it's gonna be okay this time. Nope. All right, that one turned out pretty good. So I have a little flap here. I don't know, I'm thinking I'm gonna take my finishing pad and rub on this a little bit to get rid of like this overlapped a little bit. Let's see what you guys are saying. These are gonna be cute, thank you. Are the boots plastic? They are, they're probably some form of plastic. They're from Walmart. They're just like Walmart fake patent leather boots, I would say. I am gonna use, yeah, Roz was one of the first people to do boots too. I'm gonna use Mod Podge for fabric to seal them. So I'm just using a finishing pad from Dixie Belle to rub some of this transfer off. Raz, how have your boots held up? Have you worn them out a lot? I mean, these are going to be with my 10-year-old. And, you know, when she was like a baby, I was the mom who had the bows and the shoes and all the things. And I mean, like when she was like 1 year old, she had 12 different pairs of shoes, and I would switch out her shoes. Well, as my kids have gotten older, I found it ridiculously, like, I found it ridiculous to buy them even more than like 1 or 2 pairs of shoes because they only wear, they find one pair they like, and that's all they wear. That's all they wear. And then but then Reagan leaves her shoes, like, sometimes she'll go places and she won't even have shoes on. I'm like, where are your shoes? And she just like doesn't, I don't know. Maybe I'm too lax of a parent, but she doesn't. Like, we'll go places, or she leaves her shoes in her dad's car all the time. Those look really cute, actually. I'm liking that. I'm liking those a lot. Okay, so let's do the sides and the front. Let me see if my coffee's cool enough to drink. I have these cool little blue ones. I'm kind of liking the blue with the purple. Okay, I have this one, which I really like. I have these little vinies. I liked these because they had like the leaves on it, and I was thinking of doing like a purple leaf up the side for like one of these. What are your thoughts? Let me see if I have any more. I'm gonna come over here and look, and I'm gonna see if I have any more blue flowers. Like vinyl, yes, like just cheap. Not anything fancy. I have always been, I always bought Target shoes, and I still do for like sandals, but lately I'm like, as I'm getting older, I feel like I need good shoes, like, you know, the kind that don't make your feet hurt really bad. I'm gonna grab some leaves. So this is just my box. This is my box of scraps. And I'll tell you another thing about the Prima transfers that's different from other transfers is the backing stays on, so it's really easy to save them in this way. Okay, that's about all we have. So the backs stay on them. I'm thinking like maybe a little bit of this right here. I like the idea of this coming around here like this. I like that a lot. They're not going to match, so they're totally going to be a mismatch. I'm going with this idea right here. I like it a lot. And I'm going to let this flower kind of be the star of the show, and I'm going to put it on first. I think on something like this, it's so much cooler when they don't match. Sometimes matching's good, sometimes it's not. I'm not a matchy person at all. So I just want to adhere this flower. I want this flower to be adhered very well. There's another transfer, I can't think of the name, that I think would really look cool on boots. I have it over here. I'll if you guys remind me, I'll make sure I tell you which one it is, because I think if this is a project you want to do and you like colors, or if you have like a 10-year-old at home, they would be really cool. All right, so I added that flower first, and you can kind of see how it broke a little, and now I'm just gonna adjust this to here. When I first started doing transfers on shoes and fabric, I was very, very surprised at how easy they adhere and go on. I just painted a sofa, and I was going to put a transfer on the back side of it, and I didn't. Maybe the next one. So part of my leaf fell off, and it's going to just be okay if I don't try to adhere it back on. I'm going to rub that off the rubber. And I'm just going to rub it in, and the more I rub it in, the more that halo around the flower disappears. This had a little fold in it too, which is okay. These will be distressed, and I mean, they're boots, they're going to get worn. So I think the more distressed you can make your shoes look, the better it's going to be in the long run, because they're going to wear out just like any other pair of shoes. Okay, we're going to seal them with Mod Podge for fabric. Actually, I wonder if I even have to use Mod Podge for fabric. I could probably use something else. Anyone else have advice on what to seal these like patent leather shoes with. I think patent leather's the wrong word. Patent leather sounds way too expensive for what these are. All right, this is gonna go up this side here. Yep, that's happening. And I'm gonna layer this transfer. See, layer. I'm just gonna layer it up. So you can layer transfers on your furniture, your shoes. Can you guys still see okay? Okay, let me bring this up. So cute. Sealed leather chair transfer with wax. Ah, thank you, Polly. So we're discussing what we seal it with. When I do canvas shoes, I use Mod Podge for fabric. I think wax would actually be fine as long as it's not Dixie Belle's wax. Do not use Dixie Belle's wax. You can use their spray wax, but don't use their best dang wax to seal transfers because it makes them run. An oil-based wax, like a Min wax or Annie Sloan wax or Authentico wax or DIY, Debbie's Design Diary wax will work just fine too. All right, let's design on these a little bit because I don't want to use up all my, like, you know, I have a tendency to gravitate towards one transfer and not the other. So now I have, this is my look. Thinking of these blue flowers on here. Or this pink, ooh, I'm thinking that. I'm thinking this one. Yeah, that's happening. She's into pink right now, so we are going to encourage being into pink as much as we can before pink's not cool anymore, which could happen like tomorrow. You know how kids are. I like this vine, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave some of the script on it. Thinking this is actually going to look better like that. Yeah. It's not quite cutting it. Let's let this one go up the side here. Okay. So I'm going to try to keep this colorful leaf here, just like that. Hi, Dave.
Oh, you are there. I didn't even see you.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this girl's face with her big lips looking at me.
Oh, that one? I'm live right now.
Oh, hi.
That's okay. I got a different project going on. got about 4 projects going on in here. Oh, this one's split. All right, so I'm gonna take a little extra focus right now. I see your question or comment, and I will definitely look at it in just a minute. So my transfer split right here. Can you guys see that? It split. So I'm gonna make sure this top is adhered. And actually, since it's split, I'm gonna just use it to my advantage. If you've worked with transfers, you know you kind of just got to take it as it comes, and you really just, when you're working on unsure material, you just have to be a problem solver. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this to make it easier. I'm going to push that down, and I'm just going to line this right back up. And this is a lot easier to apply here than the heel, honestly. I don't even think we'll be able to tell there was a break. And I like this transfer a lot because it's adding some funky colors. It's making them look a little more whimsical. Okay, I'm gonna hold this up to the camera so you can see. You can't even see the break, and I can just rub this transfer right off the rubber. Okay, ooh, I like that. So that transfer broke in the center, but you can't even tell. Minwax finishing paste. That might be best, Polly. I mean, wax has got a good, Minwax has a good wax, especially for it to be waterproof. Okay, so, let's see, for this one, maybe just a little greenery over here for balance. Yeah. Right, we have greenery here, so we'll just put a little bit right here, just for balance. Maybe now that I have like some shoes and I'll need her to model them, she'll put on one of the new outfits I bought her. My kid will like save, like she'll get new clothes and she saves them. She saves them until she grows out of them. She'll be like, no, Mom, I'm saving that for something special. Okay, so I have purple and green for the most part. I'm going to introduce a little bit of blue, but I kind of am trying to still figure out what I want to do with this toe. And if I want to use maybe we can use maybe this flower coming up over, yep, that's happening. How about this flower coming up over the toe? Like this. We can get that to just bend right. So I'm just gonna trim it to size. I like it like this, and then it's gonna bend over. I'm just gonna let the rest of that fall. I'm gonna trim this right here so I can get really close on my edge. Ooh, we have a question. Do we have a question? Or is it the same one? Oh, same thing. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to apply from the tip here. Ooh, that's not as centered. Hang on. Oh, centered enough. Okay, see if it worked. Okay. I'm just going to adhere this around the toe. I can't tell if I like it yet or not. If I don't like it, what you can do, if you don't like it, like this. Like, this also creates a good background. I can layer another floral over this just to kind of make it look, you know, like maybe there's some color behind here. And I may do that. It doesn't look like a flower in the position it's in. It doesn't look bad though. You see that? Oh, hello from Egypt. So it doesn't look bad, but I think I may actually add like a flower right here. Let's do that. I'm just gonna add a flower right here. This shoe still has the paper in it, and I'm almost wishing I would have left the paper in both of them because it's been a lot easier to work on this shoe because it's got the you know, like the paper in it. I'm gonna put my hand in here. Okay, look at that. It just kind of looks like a flower now. I'm happy with that. I might actually put another one right here, just so it kind of looks like a flower field instead of like it just didn't. Fun. All right, much better. All right, I'm gonna stop working on this boot because I have a lot of this transfer on this boot and none of it on this boot. And so I wanna add some sort of fun something from this transfer on here. Although I think this boot would actually be just fine how it is. But we want them to be somewhat cohesive, right? Or do we? Or do we? So I'm thinking maybe just even a leaf like this. I'm just going to cut the script off of this. So that layered look is really in. And I think a lot of times that's why they layer these scripts underneath, because it just gives it more dimension and character if you're like putting it directly on a piece of furniture. Because for the most part, the transfers are made for really anything. But a lot of times I feel like they're used really a lot on furniture. I don't know if I'm crazy about that right there. Let me explore my options a little bit. I have purple leaves I could cut, or I could do a little section of this flower kind of coming down the side here. What do you think? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that will actually bring this together well. So, I'm going to curve this. I'm just going to cut this leaf off because I want, and I just curved it a little bit so that it kind of falls a little bit differently. Do the butterfly too? You know, I might do the butterfly. I don't know if she wants butterflies. I don't think she cares, honestly. I think she just thinks it's cool that I do this for her. I don't know, right here? Kinda, I don't know. Should we come off the side or off the top? I'm actually going to come off the top. I'm going to fold this around the edge here. Okay. Yep. happy with that choice. Oh, darn it. Let it go. Okay. All right, so I'm trying to think. So we kind of got this going on here, maybe a little something here, maybe not. I want to leave a little bit of space in between things too. So I think I need a little something right here, and then we need a little more in through here. And then we're good to go. I'm thinking too, I'm just gonna put this leaf up here, and I'm gonna find another leaf to do right there, but that'll be the very last thing I do. So let's just find out what we wanna do. So I have that there. Let's use the blue flowers. Or butterflies. It just depends on if I like the butterflies or not. Do the butterflies, let me see if I have any butterflies I like. I'm picky on butterflies. I really don't have any of the ones I like. Yeah, we're skipping butterflies because I'm just not a fan of the ones that I have. Which makes sense because I didn't put them on my furniture. All right, I have this little flower here from that's a scrap that could go here. Here. Maybe brighten this side up with a little pink. Or I think this would actually look good too. And this one would be about done. Like that. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Because this flower is on this boot too. Can you still see okay? Yep, that was the right choice. That looks really good right there. I love that. I'm thinking this right here for balance. And then this boot's done. And I like how I want this purple showing here because I don't want them to be the same. They need some space. And so paired together is when they're paired together, they make well, obviously they're a pair of shoes. So I'm considering that with my design, that they have to kind of complement and match each other. I'm gonna go right over this zipper right here. Maybe I'm not. Maybe more like this. Yeah. Bye. Thank you. I'm just gonna go right over this zipper. I'm gonna fold this under here. I don't know how that's gonna affect the zipper. I'm gonna just kind of try to, let's see. Seems like it's okay. Okay. That one's done. This one, I almost feel like I need, this one could be done too, honestly. Thinking they're done. I'm gonna I might put this in here. I might not, but I have to see if I have another one. I won't bore you with that. But they're pretty much done. I am gonna, when I'm done, I will put decor wax in either Eternal or Shiny Star just on these so that they look like metal again. And then I'll lace them up with black laces, and then, you know, she'll probably wear them twice and totally forget about them. Yeah. Mom life. So there we go. I will photograph them. I'll take a picture of her in them, and I will post them on my page, and I'll post them in this group. So, all right, you guys, I will, I'll keep you updated. When I do post them, I will. So when I post these, it'll be probably soon, because I'm going to just get them done. And then when I do post them, I will let you know what I use to seal them. And I'll let you know all the details there. It'll all be written out for you. So thank you guys for joining me. I will see you next week at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time. Bye-bye.